the Mughal Akbar, Jahan Akbar, Akbar Shah, he went out of the tradition and he married a Hindu girl from the Hindu tribe leader, which is not accepted to marry a Hindu girl. That's why Ahmed Farwisi Hindi sent a message to him that he's doing something wrong. And he says that he knew what he was doing because he's building, he wants to rule the whole India. And because of that one, he took over the whole India. And then the woman changed and she became Muslim. Of course, so much lies and because, but one thing that India has nothing except from those people, right? No structure, no building, no foundation except whatever they do. The Nizamis and those ones that they build, that's what it is, nothing else. Everything else is. But the political thing, there's a political game that they are, okay, outside they're trying to show that there is a hate, but it's not between the group of people. And especially if there is somebody coming like this and trying to preach, they easily accepting, because you gotta understand that most of the people, they're all from the same nation. The Muslims, they are Hindu background. They all became Muslim. I mean, they are same people, they're not different people. Kerala down there, they never had a kingdom, they never been down under any ruling and authority. So now they need it. It's completely different there. Because they are so calm now, there is somebody strong. You see how Ariko was getting scared and shaking as soon as I'm getting a little bit upset. Ali, I thought that he was when somebody is talking so much, I said, Jahir Ali seeing me shaking. Poor guy, he lost everything. They're getting so nervous. He cried 1 hour in the airport as soon as he saw me. He left his shoes outside. MashaAllah. They all fool you that. Especially the tomb site about Malik bin Dinar. How was it there? Say it to them. How was it there?
They didn't feel like we were in this world.
I didn't say to you, but when we went to Malik bin Dinar, the Prophet ﷺ was there. So many Sahabis were there too. Malik bin Dinar came to India right after Prophet passed from the world 12 years later. He took little boat, he packed all his family, everybody in that little boat, and they start pulling, they came to him. Where he came out, right near there, he built the masjid. He built the mosque, and from there, the whole India became Muslim because of that. And then, Talib al-Ansari, now they're building tomb sites for him, like same dome of the Prophet. Inshallah, one day we will build it here too. Same dome over there. They building, now you see it, they built everything, alhamdulillah, by next time. And that's where Adam alayhi salam, he put his step coming from Sri Lanka. You can see Adam alayhi salam finger holes there, he step on it. Pass to this side. That's where we pray, just a little bit near there. And how was the sea? Indian Ocean.
So actually it's jumping to come close to you every time you were there. When we were on the beach, the ocean is coming near you, and when we were on the rocks, the ocean can't come that far, but it's crying. And sending so many things, and the hawks started circling as soon as we were there. At least 5 hawks were up in the sky.
Unusual hawks appear from nowhere, circling in the air. And
When you were gone, a few eagles came to the garden. Small eagles, they circling around us. Very low, but you can see that all eagles.
yes.
Even on the mountain, those monkeys were swimming there.
We never seen such a thing like that anyway. You know, those little monkeys. What do you call those? What kind of monkeys? Yeah. Little ones.
Little with red faces.
Little with red faces. They living in all those forests there, and then the cars coming, they're coming near to the roadside, and they're all sitting down. And they waiting for it to throw something to them. They all giving salam, saluting. Little monkeys, they have little babies like that inside, holding them. Oh, so many. And they go jumping on top of the thing, bringing up, going, that's a big forest there. That's forest that balta girmemiş ormanlar. As Shem Ören'e blessed me one time, he says to me, enter to the areas that there is no axe have ever entered. So physically we enter, alhamdulillah. Spiritually we enter to that area. It's pretty much blessing. Inshallah, we understand what we have. We understand what other people they have. We understand that they didn't do anything to earn this. It's the blessing of Allah again. And if anybody says I am patient, then I say to them, look at those people. You understand if you are patient or not.
We only saw one McDonald's the whole time.
Ah.
In every other Muslim country, every corner.
In the whole country, we saw only one McDonald's. Whole country. That we went from Delhi to all the way to the south. Hyderabad, you don't see nothing in there. Nothing western. Only in the Delhi we have seen this color, something. Western store, couple of stores. The rest is, that's why they have been not too much angry, because the West didn't enter there. You feel very comfortable. The energy there is pretty good, because you don't see any women's open, you don't see any men's open, everything modest. People, they are not upset, they are not angry, even though they are not Muslim, still, you see them that they are light in their face. Their eyes is shining.
The Mughal sultans could easily make all of them to become Muslim.
Yeah, they didn't force nothing. Matter of fact, that the Jihan Akbar Shah, he put a law that they were paying taxes, and he dropped the taxes for them. So many came to Islam, but that's not Islam anyway. Forceful. That's what it showed the ruler how he is doing, just like Ottomans do. They couldn't make the world to become Muslim. So it's not accepted. Not like Wahhabis. They are scared from Wahhabis, especially Kerala down there. But now that they see this holy sheikh, so this holy sheikh is different. You see what I did to the guy in the tomb? The Wahhabis. The Wahhabis, they're not believing in tombs, they're not believing in anything, but they're holding the tomb sites. And they're sucking people's money. As soon as they saw me, he said, he came to us, get this from me. That's that.
put your hand in the guy's face and push them like that.
Because he came, he's thinking that I'm just like the other ones, I'm not gonna do anything from I say he came and pushed, I put in my hands to his face, push him to the other side. Before you know, they all got so scared. So this guy, so move away from him. Because it's like somebody taking care of the tomb, just putting sheets taking out, So I told him to recite Yasin there. He was reciting something, he's being so arrogant. This one is not strongly pressuring. And it's all fixed later. But then the guy came to Erdem. He wanted him to take his picture. He tried to Erdem, said to him, don't touch me. About in the tomb of Malik bin Dinar. Same. As soon as you went, same. Before you know, those tilkis, the fox and the hyenas circled around. They came to tell her, no picture, no this. So I went, I opened my hand like this. I was making the dua. I asked to Sahabi, I said, I came here all the way the other side of the world to visit you. I said, either get rid of these shaitans away, or I'm just going to move away before coming to your tomb. As soon as I say that, they all disappeared instantly. And then the other ones came around, the hadim or the masjids, they all standing, they want to take initiation. So many of them.
So you didn't tell them about Nizamuddin or whatever.
Say, you say. You gotta say these things. I'm not gonna say to them. That's why you are around.
We went after the whole day of visiting our grand sheikhs in Delhi. We visited four.
You speak up a little bit.
We visited four grand sheikhs in Delhi during that day, and the last thing we had to visit was one of the Chishti grand sheikhs, the Sheikh Nizamuddin Awliya. So from the moment that we entered into the tomb, it turned into the biggest crowd I've seen in my whole life. That must have been...
Not that you seen it, the guy that was taking care of the tomb.
Yeah, no one ever saw anything like that in the tomb. It was the day that they were feeding people for free as well. And thousands of people were just like almost jumping on each for Taweez to ask.
That's where they rip off my finger,
Yeah.
and I was bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
Because people were running, they tried to get something, so they... One of them was nailed one, and they grabbed it. Those little kids, they have so much power, because they're getting it from the tomb side. He grabbed the car. You see that one?
Yeah.
We are going. He's not stopping. The guy is putting his speed. He's running and he's pulling the car back. I said, I'm going to let it go a little bit more to see how long he's going to go, this kid. He's stopping the line. He's looking at me like, Papa! Next to me, I hold him, Papa! I said, Subhanallah. The kid is holding the whole car bay behind, holding back. Said, he came circling around, thousands of cars inside. Continuing running with the speed of the car. He didn't let it go. Until I gave him, he didn't let it go. Then he tried, he goes, Mama! Very good. So, the bottom point is for the Turks. The time that I spend with the Turks, if I were to spend only 10% of that time in India, half of the India today will be Naqshbandi. Yes or no?
Yes.
The time that I spend with these Americans, 35 years, by now I will be a king in India. 35 years, they will accept me as a king. Yeah. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what he's doing. Alhamdulillah. Big blessing. We got, they got, we learn, inshallah. We take that and apply to our life, to you, because I brought every one of you with me too, especially to the tomb of Malik bin Dinar. Something happened there, and some of you will know, inshallah. So, the sun of Islam is going to rise one more time. From Holy Prophet said, from where? From west to east. From west to east. It's going to come. Those people, they are Muslims, they're keeping things, but there is something missing for them. They know that too. That's why they accept you. The politician, who knows? I don't run after politicians. And I wasn't really too favoring. Midnight. The guy came, midnight. I feel like just in those movies, you know, the movies that they making Mexican drug trickings, that before you know, in this dumpy kind site in the hotel, one couple of ministers, they come with their, and especially the cars that they are driving too. It's just like that, all type of cars, and it's all kinds of nice things inside the car. So the guy came with his soldiers, with his bodyguards, entered to the room. He's a minister, he used to be a minister. He's in the opposition party now, right?
He's still a minister of tourism or something.
He's still a minister?
Yeah, he's still in the government.
Oh. Okay. So, he's pretty, I like him. He's sincere. He's good with Islam, alhamdulillah. So he says that next time he will take me to his province. And I said, what is there? He says he has 10 million what there? 10 million. Imagine that when he's going to stand up and he's going to say to them, this is my share. Pretty good. And also, next day, oh, we didn't know, you were everywhere in the newspapers too. We make one meeting, before you know, next day, you were everywhere in the newspapers. We didn't know that. So, they did good thing. Everywhere on the walls, I'm saying, this city of Hyderabad, I'm seeing Shahmar and my pictures everywhere. Before you know, I came to the room. They said to me, some people came to the room, they want to be blessed because they had their signature. And they know. They see in this street and they found out as they came there. People coming back and forth. We didn't make really anything public, and this happened. Just one event that night, they shook the whole Hyderabad, and now another guy came to me from Baba's Wakil's brother-in-law. He said to me, he's not Baba's murid. He says, Sheikh, you are the Sheikh that this Hyderabad is looking for. And he says, next time, I said, he knows all the tops. He knows all the leaders. He says, he already spoke to them. They wanted to arrange some things, but because we are leaving, he says, next time he has to know early. He's going to make big conferences with these ones against Wahhabis because they are scared. This people. So he says, we have somebody now. Most of them, they turn to become Wahhabi. They are way over. They say they are Ahl Sunnah, but they're doing Wahhabi things without. Anyway.